And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Gardner completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, Lance Stroll and Kvyat, Ocon, Albon, Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo, Bottas, Alesi, Carlos Sainz and Leclerc, De Vries, Norris, Nicholas Latifi and Nobuharu Matsushita. Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Joe, and Sergio Perez completes our grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Welcome everybody to another JDM Racing My Team F1 2020 video. We are locking out the front row. First and second. Second place, Lewis pipped us right at the end of Q3, couldn't quite match him, and yeah, that was pretty much it. We thought we had it on a lock. We did try a second flyer in that Q3 session, but we got traffic, got stuck behind, I think it was Ricciardo in the Red Bull, and it pretty much just absolutely ruined the lap. So there was no way for us to try and improve. So our banker lap that we got at the start of the session was fast and it was good enough to get provisional pole, but then Lewis came in right at the death and pipped us. So that does mean that we've locked out the front row though, like I said, and it puts us in a very good position to try and control the race and keep the Mercedes back and make sure we extend that gap in the Constructors' Championship to them. We also obviously out-qualify Max. This is a good chance for us to try and regain the lead of the Drivers' Championship, because after the whitewash in Monaco, where Max absolutely dominated, we are looking to bounce back here. We had a big engine upgrade land just after the Monaco Grand Prix, which has put us top of the charts for engine development in R&D. So, and has also propelled us to the top of the R&D charts overall for the first time as well. So we do, on pace, on merit, have the quickest car on the grid. So we've got to make that count today. We've got to try and get this 1-2. I'd like to say that we can try and beat Lewis and maximize our points gap to Max, but if it's I don't particularly mind which way round the 1-2 would be, as long as we get it. We're doing a 4-lap stint on the soft and then switching to a 9-lap stint on the medium, and that seems to be the preferred strategy for today. So we're going to go with that. Let's get straight down to it. Alright, we're away. Lewis gets a big amount of wheel spin. Smokes the tyres up. We go down, steaming down the inside. Managed to outbrake him. And now we've got Verstappen putting pressure on as well. Lewis and Max, I think, may have come together. Lewis has just got the position back. As of right now, we've steamed into an early lead. Lewis has regained that second place and made it stick. we go.
Great first lap. Keep
Coming
it up.
down towards the castle section. Little nudge on the wall there. No damage though, hopefully. Got to try and build up that second advantage so that he doesn't get DRS when it comes in on lap 2, end of lap 2.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Still there. Lead in the Grand Prix. Getting the DRS boost on. DRS is going to be available. Lewis is just inside. DRS detection range.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy
Lap
that.
6. Stay out of that tow range. It's actually good for the championship. Max can stay behind Lewis. It's exactly what we wanted to play out. Really close to the wall there. He's going to have DRS down this back straight. Outbraked ourselves a little bit there. Again, got the braking wrong there. Lewis is closed up. He's trying to get in the tow. Trying to manage this gap back to Lewis as long as we can keep him a decent amount behind at the end of this lap. We should be okay. And a little bit wide there.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Box, we're coming in this lap. Lewis is in the pits.
Alright, so this is going to be quick in lap. pace through that castle section. Getting ready to come in now for the pit stop. Go then. Bottas goes into the lead. There's a Renault pit crew out. Medium tyres go on.
Go, go, go.
Here
Look
comes
after these
Hamilton.
tyres now.
We go up the inside of Hamilton. Side by side. We just beat him. Into first place again. The undercut almost worked there. So we've got Bottas who hasn't pitted, Norris who hasn't pitted. Russell is in front of Verstappen at the moment, so I don't know if he had a bad pit stop or what happened there.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Try and get a little bit of a tow round here. Slipstream, I suspect. Norris is going to pull in the pit lane though. As we ERS boost. We're going to have DRS in a second. He starts to peel left. I think he's going to go in the pit. Yep. Ricardo's out.
Caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Daniel Ricciardo running in 18th place coming through the castle section. Not having a great race for Red Bull, has to be said. Chasing that racing point down towards the back end of the... Oh, it looks like he's slowing down. And this is another nightmare for Red Bull in terms of reliability. Daniel Ricciardo trying to pull off the circuit here. And it's going to be another DNF for Red Bull. Ricciardo's out of the Grand Prix.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
We were caught napping under the safety car there. Lewis almost took advantage of that. Trying so hard not to get a penalty. Didn't get a very good exit off that last corner. Far enough in front, I think, where it's not going to cause us too much problem. Lewis will be struggling to try and keep on the back of us with that. That's our personal best lap of the Grand Prix. Stroll with the best lap. Fastest lap overall.
Currently, the fastest lap is a 1 minute 42.9.
Okay, so 42.9. is the pace to beat. Oh, Lewis was on the inside. He tried to make a move there. Didn't see him coming. Didn't think he was going to try that, to be honest. Now Russell is on the back of Lewis as well. Bottas a bit further behind.
Green flag.
Kvyat is out. Renault's season going from bad to worse.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Here's Daniel Kvyat in P6. Just running in front of Max Verstappen. Having a very good race for Renault. Coming down the start-finish straight now. Oh, and the engine has stopped. Oh no, yeah, definitely the engine's gone. It looked like he was lifting, but the engine's given out, let go, popped, and Daniel Kvyat is out of the race. I think we scraped the inside wall there. Condition.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Alright, so no damage. Check for... Oh, we've got a slight bit of damage on the front right winglet. Try and break this toe again. Lewis moving back into the toe. A little bit ragged on these tyres now, I think. Just going to boost a little bit around the back here, get up on the curb. Let's unsell the car a little bit. But Lewis might try something into there, he doesn't. We get a nice little boost right down this back section. Right close to the wall. Trying to break the toe. I think we're going to be good. He's gaining. But we win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner, but they've come through to take a brilliant win here today. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
Stroll had a good race, still got fastest lap, I think.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. So So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Gardner increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Alright, so results are in. Lance Stroll does keep that extra point for fastest lap. He got it by about a tenth of a second from us, and Lewis and George both with 43.2s. So we were just shading the Mercedes on pace as well. Max actually was a fraction of a second faster than us, but I don't know, maybe he got stuck behind Valtteri or something like that. He was maybe in traffic. Something happened with him. He wasn't able to get back in position and make use of the extra pace that Mercedes has. So Lewis and myself, Lewis, I mean, he got close a couple of times, but for the most part we managed to gap back to him. Boosted and defended in the right areas, used the engine mode and defended against the DRS where we could. And George again just stuck with us through the majority of the race as well, but again I think Lewis was the same with him. He managed to defend fairly decently well against George Russell as well. So Stroll with a great result, Bottas with a great result. Verstappen will be disappointed with that. Sainz, it's decent for Red Bull, but they're not the force that they were last season. Ocon gets a couple of points for Renault, but their development has obviously stalled a little bit, and they're not as quick as they were in maybe Australia in the first couple of races of the season. Lando Norris continues to have kind of bounce back drives. He's had bad qualifyings, but then his racecraft has been really good, so he gets a couple of points from McLaren, and Albon in the other AlphaTauri gets the final point. And then looking down, we've got Ferrari in a really bad way still. Giuliano Alesi still not really scoring any points. Bottas is doing the bulk of that work for Racing Point team. Gasly, who has been good this season, not one of his better races this time though. Maybe the McLaren package doesn't suit this kind of power circuit with the long straights. So, and then looking a bit further down, we had the Kvyat and Ricciardo retirements. Don't know what those were about, we'll have to check. But Ricciardo's fastest lap of a 45.3. Maybe that was the very first lap, and then didn't get to do another one, something like that. But yeah, very underwhelming ultimate pace from him. We'll have to see what the deal is with those couple of retirements though, like I said. So let's look at standings. We move 14 points ahead of Max Verstappen with that win for us and 6th place for him. That swings it back in our favour. Lewis is sort of staying around in title contention, but George Russell up to 4th place with that podium as well, starting to fulfil his potential a little bit more as well. Constructors, we are top and extending our gap back to Mercedes and taking another round away from them in terms of being able to get that points gap closed back down again. Let's check the highlights. I don't know how much there's going to be. Obviously there was a couple of times where Lewis and I were scrapping for that lead. We did manage to get it done down into turn 1. Max and Lewis scrapping. I think Max tried to have a look at the lead, and then this was the undercut where Lewis took the lead for a fraction of a second, but then we just managed to get that. That was key. And then dealing with Lando just before he came back in the pits on that strategy that he was running with the late first stint. But that was pretty much the story. It was us and Lewis just following each other around the tours. And then just on that safety car, we backed off maybe a little bit too much, but then managed to get back in front again. Change of helmet design for this race too. Something a little bit more adventurous. A little clip of the wall there. This was Lewis's, just banged out wheels there. The tyre walls meeting each other. And again, just clipping the wall. I don't know if there was damage there. We did pick up damage somewhere, but it was very minor. And we crossed the line to win, so all in all a very good weekend, a 1-2, which is exactly what we planned for and hoped for. Max Verstappen only got 6th place, so it's not like Mercedes maximised their points either. So yeah, it was a very good race for us in terms of drivers and Constructors' Championship points. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like on it? Get that thumbs up on it. If you're not subscribed but you want to see more Formula 1 content from Garbo83, why not click that subscribe button? Then you'll get notified every single time a video goes up from myself. And other than that, I just want to thank you for taking the time to spend however long this video was, 20 something minutes long, just watching the championship challenge of JDM Racing. It's been a long journey, but we are going to try with each race to pull this title home. That's what we've been aiming for since day one. So I thank you for coming on the journey, I thank you for watching the video, and until the next race, take it easy guys.